Hey, welcome back to the shop. This is just a quick shop update to let you know some things going on inside the shop, future plans, and some videos coming up of some bikes. So welcome back to Butler Customs Motorcycle Shop. All right, so let's talk shop. There are some improvements that need to be made to the shop. Now already I've made quite a bit since we've been filming. And I think we're filming now for, gosh, almost 2 years, 3 years. I don't know, I have to go back and look. But we did get a ceiling in. We do have heat now. We're getting there, we're getting there. I'm hoping in the summer it'll stay a whole lot cooler in here. And since I've been able to keep the bay doors shut, the dust and debris coming in has really been annihilated. So that's been wonderful. But I want to walk you around, show you some future videos coming up, and also some future plans for our shop. We have our pinstriper, Mr. Chase Spears' bike on the lift. And we're going to be going through it, getting it road ready. He got this in on some barter, I believe. Never really rode it. This was kind of built as a show bike, I believe, either late 90s, I'm thinking early 2000s, by just the style of the build. Which now, listen, back then, that style was the cat's meow. And so he wants to kind of keep it, you know, in the style it was built in. Look at those turn signals in the bottom of those triple trees. Bet you never seen nothing like that before. So it's a sharp looking bike. Somebody put a lot of money into this bike, you know, just all these little accessories like this on the chrome knob and the horn and the coil cover and the derby cover and the inspection cover. I mean, it all kind of, you know, matches the style. Even the foot pegs have those little, you know, embossed cutouts in them. Even look, the shifter linkage has it. So somebody went with that theme and ran with it. 2022 is the last time it was tagged, but he keeps it tagged. Well, he did until then. So he had always kind of kept it tagged, but he never ridden it. It is a hardtail. Oh, look, even that. It's got that cutout in it. Even the oil pump cover's got that cutout in it. Pretty neat. Look at the starter little cover has that same cutout in it. That is awesome. So I'm seeing it everywhere. Everywhere. That's pretty cool. So this hardtail was painted when it was built, painted to match the tank. So you'll see that it goes to this like metallic blue and it fades into black back here. That's pretty cool. I don't know if Spears did the paint. I don't think so. But anyway, we're going to get Spears riding with us this year, or this riding season. And so we're going to go over this bike and get it road ready. The date on the tires, 20 years old this year. So 2005 is the date code on those tires. So I believe it was ridden when it was built. The speedometer says 24 something, I believe. You tell me, I can't see up that high. I don't know about electronics. I know he says he would start it up maybe twice a year or something. So we shouldn't have to be doing anything motor-wise or shifting-wise. I'm not sure. But I got to kind of touch base with Spears again and say, hey, what exactly does it need that you know of? But we're going to treat it like it's just a bike we know nothing about and go from front tire to rear tire over everything. Look at this big fat front tire on this, fenderless. And I don't know, he might have a fender for it. I don't know. Maybe he's got it off hanging up somewhere. But look at those old school 3 spokes. Pretty cool. And this, what is the size of this tire? Where are you at? What's the size? Yeah, 130/90/16 on the front. And then on the back, what is the back tire? It's a 9016, so same thing, 130, 9016. So somebody spent a lot of time on this. It's going to be fun for us to get it back on the road. Nice little sissy bar here. The Canadian bike's coming along well. I should be wrapping up on it very soon. Then we're going to start on this Dyna. They brought this Dyna up and said this bike is cursed. And I love getting bikes like that. We're going to uncurse it. We're going to get all the voodoo off of it. And it's going to be a good riding bike. So that'll be a project coming up very soon. Now, on the Springer, I took a gamble on those header pipes, and they paid off. I already just kind of set them up on there. That is the header pipes that they only made for 3 years for this Heritage Springer Softail. They only made them in those years. The original ones, or I guess the ones that are not the fishtails, have a crossbar that come right under the carburetor, under the air breather here. And it does not have the second exhaust out the fishtail. So I found these, the guy had them, they were, I think, on a 95. So that was not stock on the 95. So somebody had put those on the 95. So I snagged them up. Now you'll see this little cross pipe right here. This little spout that goes this way, and it goes out right under the coil there and loops back over the primary. And when it does that, this bar goes into that spout, loops over the primary, and comes out by the mufflers. It did come with a set of fishtails, but I believe the ones they have is a lot nicer than this, so we'll use the ones that they brought up. So if you need a set of fishtail mufflers, I'm sure they'd probably like to sell it to you. I don't know, they might keep that as a backup. But it did come with the brackets, and they said one of the bracket bolts was broken. Let's see. Yes. So this bracket bolt is broken off into the bracket, which is no big deal. You could weld a nut on it and get it out. Of course, take the muffler off first. But I wasn't concerned with that because we have these and they were already chromed. I believe we have these. Now, I don't know if this was welded on or bolted on the other one. But these are the mounts that go on the side so that they go right back down on the bottom of the frame so that it's not actually on the swing arm itself. And so that's how they're able to run true duals. Well, not true duals, but they're able to run those fishtails on this certain bike. So I'm very fortunate that we found those pipes. They are very expensive, very hard to find, and we have them in our possession. So when everything else gets in, I got to go back up to their place and look for little things that I really don't want to order if they've got it stuck somewhere and we just wasn't, looking for it at that time. So I plan on doing that very soon, getting this back on the lift, doing a part 3 on this where we'll finish everything on it. I do have some more bikes coming. They're just not got up here yet. But let's talk shop. For years I've been up here. This was how it was when I moved in. Except there was a wall that started right there where that little sidewall is. And it ran all the way over to this post here. It was drywalled in. So they had the shop broken up. And when I started growing and the shop started doing things, I needed the space. So I knocked that wall out and made it one big thing. So since they walled this in, none of this over here was insulated. And it had no sealant in it, which it does now. So I've still got to insulate these walls for the summertime. That'll help. My plans for this back wall is to paint it probably white, because when I put my insulation up, it's going to be white. So I'm going to paint this all white, even under here, under these boards. I'm going to repaint all this white, repaint that unfinished drywall white. I'm going to insulate my doors. They'll be white as well. And I took some yoga mats. Don't laugh, it works. I took some yoga mats, cut them in half, and made like a stopper for the heat to not go out my bay doors. And man, that has helped a lot. Actually, let's see what the temperature is in here. I also got one of those carbon monoxide things. What are we at? 57 degrees and 0 carbon, so that's great. 32% humidity. Running about perfect. Now, once I paint everything, I want to clean this back wall off right here under the lights. This one here. And I have some flags in my Amazon wish list cart. Harley flag, Indian flag, Yamaha flag, Kawasaki flag, Honda racing flag, all kinds of flags. And I'm just going to put flags and banners up all around the shop. I am going to clean all of these old parts out of here. Everything around here, all the way back here and all through here are parts. I'm getting rid of all of them. Well, I'm not getting rid of them. I'm moving them all. Now, you probably don't know this. Well, you should know this. There's a door right there. There's a little hallway behind that wall there. And when we moved up here, they had horses. So there's a horse stall here. There's a horse stall there. And then right here, this whole area back here is a room where they kept their saddles. Is a tack and saddle room. It's finished. Has, I think, even carpet in it. When we moved up here, my wife took that room and stuck all her stuff in there and shut the door and hasn't opened it since. So we're going to clean that out. And I'm going to, hang things on the wall, make storage stacks, put things in bins, and all of these accessories and parts that I could use sometime down the road or even sell sometime down the road, I'm going to put back there. Then I can take these carts, push them all the way to the back of the wall. I can take these two tables and put them back there once I clean all that up. I'm getting rid of my sandblaster because I just don't ever really use it much anymore. And that'll let me put my tables back there to set, parts I just don't want setting in storage or under tables. And clean all of this up and just make it look better to the eyeballs. Maybe a little more organized. Now, I know where everything's at, but if you were to come in here and try to find something, you'd lose your mind. So I'm going to do that and fix everything up and make it nice and neat. So, hey, if you got some old flags laying around, now you know this is a family channel, nothing inappropriate. I wouldn't put that up on my wall, so don't send me stuff like that. But, if you got some old Harley memorabilia or just stuff that's cool to hang up, I'm going to hang it up. Just send it to me and you'll see it in the video hanging up out here. So that's my plans for the shop. And we are coming up on almost 5,000 subscribers. Can you believe that? 5,000 people clicked the subscribe button to our channel. That's crazy. And the even more wild thing about that is only about 30% that watch the channel and watch the videos are subscribed. So I'm so blessed. I can't thank you enough for everybody that just takes the time to click subscribe, that comments, that like, that do the little heart things. I don't know what that does, but I thank you for it. And all the feedback and things that you do. Now, when we get to the 5,000, we're going to have some fun. We're giving 5 things away, hats and shirts. And the grand prize, picked by random, is going to be a 3/4 vintage old school helmet that our friend Chase Spears is going to paint and do a custom design on. Now, I don't know if it'll fit you or not, but it'll be yours, and you can at least put it up on a mantle or put it on the wall or put it out in your garage. It'd be an awesome thing to have. So we're going to be doing that very soon. I think we're about maybe 400 so away from 5,000. So hopefully we'll be doing a 5,000 subscriber video very soon. So that's going to do it for this quick video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, just for a little quick shop update and some future videos to come up. Have a great week this week. Stay warm and tell your mom and them I said hi.